Hi, welcome back, students. Now we are going to discuss about the next topic in this one, Unit 4, multitasking. Multitasking and multiprocessing. If an operating system execute multiple processes at a time, that is called as multiprocessing. If it is executing multiple tasks at a time, it is called as multitasking. We are going to discuss the multitasking in detail in this one. Okay, an embedded operating system manages all embedded software using the task scheduling that can be either unitasking or multitasking. Okay, unitasking means there will be in an operating system only one task will be executed at a time, that is unitasking. Okay, and in multitasking operating system multiple tasks are allowed to exist, but at a time only one task will be executed. Okay, that won't be, multiple tasks cannot be executed concurrently, but they can be, you are allowed to run multiple tasks. After completing, they are having some time to execute it. We will discuss that in that remaining part of this video. Okay, in multitasking environment each process remain independent of the other and they do not affect the other process. In some multiple multitasking operating system, they are providing threads as an additional alternatives means for encapsulating an insistence of a program. Okay, threads are created within the context and a task depending upon the operating system. If more number of threads are there, means that threads can be executed parallelly. Okay, threads of a task share the same resources like working directories, files, IO devices, but they have their own PCs, their own stack and scheduling information. A task can contain at least one thread executing one program in one address space, or it can contain many threads executing different portions of a program in one address space. Okay, this is an example for that multitasking operating system. See here we are having task 1, another one process 2, process 3. There are multiple tasks there, but one time one task will be executed. Okay, see that one here, each task has multiple threads. See that one, in the second task you are having 3 threads. Okay, so these three threads has been implemented by a single task. Okay, that is multi-thread operating system, threaded operating system. They are sharing a common memory space, but they are having their own pieces, their own stack. Each thread is having their own pieces, their own stack, but they are sharing the common resources also. Okay, multitasking and process management. When an OS allows multiple tasks to exist, one master processor on an embedded board can only execute one task or threaded at any given time. Only one task can be executed. So how we are going to execute multiple tasks? So in this one you can allocate separate timing for each task. Okay, for example we are having 3 tasks, means first task will be executed for 3 seconds, next task will be executed for next 3 seconds, like that it will allocate timing. Okay, certain amount of time to use the master CPU and switching the master processor between various tasks. This is done through the task implementation or scheduling, synchronization or inter-task communication. Okay, see that one here we are having multiple tasks. Okay, process 1 to process n is there, only one CPU is there. They are going to utilize the one CPU, they are going to share the common CPU. So OS will schedule a timing for each process. So after completing the first process, process 2 will get their time. Okay, there will be a task hierarchy. Okay, in that OS having a parental OS, that the task can be given child task. Okay, when they are running, during running time the child task can be have their own address space. Okay, tasks are structured as a hierarchy of parent and child task, and when an embedded kernel starts up, only one task exists. Okay, all tasks create their child task through system calls. The OS gains the control and create the task control block, which task is now executing, which is the parent task, which is the child task. The child task control block is controlled by the OS only. Okay, the memory allocated for the new child task and its TCB and the codes to be executed, that is now controlled by the OS. Okay, after the task is set up to run, the system call returns and the OS releases the control block to the main program. Okay, once this main task is completed, it will release the other process. Okay, types of multitasking involves the switching of execution among multiple tasks. It can be classified into different types. One among that one is cooperative multitasking, second one is non-cooperative multitasking. In that one, preemptive scheduling, non-preemptive scheduling. In cooperative multitasking, this is the most primitive form of multitasking, in which a task or a process gets a chance to utilize the CPU. Okay, execute it program using the CPU. Once it complete the process, then only it will release the CPU. Until it complete the task, it won't release the CPU. Though it is waiting for resources, though it is in the wait state, it won't release the CPU. Okay, after completing it process only it will release this. In this method, any task or process can hold the CPU as much time as it wants. Since this type of implementation involves the mercy of the task each other for getting the CPU time for the execution, it is known as cooperative multitasking. There should be a cooperation between the task. If one task releases its control, then only the other task will get the chance to execute their program. Okay, in preemptive multitasking, the sources that every tasking has a chance to execute. Okay, every task in this process have the in the CPU will get a chance to execute it process. So for example, if it is allocated for a particular time, after the time run out, the next task will be preempt this current task. So the task will wait for the other tasks to complete it. Okay, in preemptive scheduling, the currently running task is preempted to give a chance to the other tasks to execute it. The preemption of task may be based on the time slots or task or process priority. Non-preemptive multitasking, it is in non-preemptive multitasking, the task which is currently given the CPU time is allowed to execute until it completes its process, or else it release the system resources. Okay, there is a difference between the cooperative multitasking and this non-preemptive multitasking. In cooperative multitasking, though this cooperative is, the task is entering into wait state, it won't release the control of CPU. But in non-preemptive multitasking, it will release the control of the CPU when it is entering into the waiting state. Okay, that is the difference between this two. Okay, this is about that multitasking and multiprocessing of an embedded system, and we will discuss the next topic in the next session. Thank you.